decided finally to do a book review about Jeff Pearlman's Showtime book. He's written other books like Sweetness, which talks about Walter Payton. But this book is about the Lakers. And this book is the best sports book I've ever read, okay? One of the best sports biographies I've ever read. It's incredible. If you call yourself a Laker fan and you talk about purple and gold, see, I happen to be when I started being a Laker fan, I was maybe 8 or 9 years old. When he used to come on KCAL 9 and he had Chick Hearns and Stu Lance. See, this is after. Well, not quite after. It's somewhat during. But I became a Laker fan when it was Sedale Threed and these other guys. All right, I digress. But this book is incredible. By far one of the best sports biography books I've ever read. Not that I read a ton, but I've read a couple, and this is the best bar none. It's just nothing even close to it. I can't give you too much because I want you Laker fans to go buy the book. I throw out a couple facts that'll probably wow you, but this is nowhere near the stuff that is in the book. There's a lot of sex, a lot of money, a lot of drugs, a lot of you got to remember the NBA was way different. We're talking about the era about when the Lakers, you know, Magic was the creator of Showtime. He was the author of Showtime. He was what Jerry West was trying to do when he acquired the team, because he bought the team. He owned the tennis team, and he basically the owner was the owner of the Kings. So what happened was he worked out a deal where he bought the Lakers and he acquired the Lakers, and it's just crazy how, you know, this guy started. He had the Lakers. Lakers was a good team, but they didn't have what they are today. Okay, Magic. He's the one that put Magic, and you start to see all the players, how everything happened. It's crazy how one accident that you're reading a book, one accident changes everything. We had a coach who was on the Lakers, and what ended up happening was he just so happened to get in a freak accident, and they got somebody else to replace him. And Pat Riley wasn't even a coach. Pat Riley was a color announcer. He was like, for all my people that listen in LA to ESPN 710, he was a guy that was sitting on the side of Chick Hearns, and he was just a guy that was just putting in, you know, oh yeah, this guy, this and this and that. He was just a color announcer. And what happened was they needed a guy to fill in. They needed a guy, and Jerry West was supposed to be like they were cold, you know, they needed somebody to fill in for a coach. So that's how Pat Riley started. A lot of things in this book. Did you know Magic, his intention was not to be a Laker. He wanted to go back to Detroit. He wanted to be a Piston. That's something you probably didn't know about. He told Jeannie Buss, oh yeah, as soon as my contract's up, I'm going to the Pistons. There's a lot of stuff in this book. It's too much stuff in this book. A lot of stars that were doing cocaine. They was on crack. A lot of stuff. I mean, just an incredible book. It's written unadulterated truth, just straight out, pure. They ask questions for everybody, you know. And Michael Thompson, if you know about Michael Thompson is clean. They say he was a good guy. He wasn't out there doing dirt. He was a good guy. So he really lives up to his word. He didn't do anything that was like he was naughty or doing bad. So this book was just incredible. I mean, we're talking about the Lakers. Okay, I'll give you another example of something crazy. At one point, it was rumored that Magic got a coach fired. So the media was just tearing them apart. And that kind of caused a little friction within the team because certain players liked that coach because they actually thrived in that system. And now that Magic got the coach fired, the media says, do you know why they call him Magic? This is before, and everybody's like, why? And they say, yeah, because he makes coaches disappear. That's why they call him Magic. And he got ripped by the media. They was talking about him, and Magic went through some of the same stuff that these superstars go through today. So it's a great book. That's not even a quarter of the stuff that's in the book. It talks about everybody. It talks about their background, how they grew up, how they came up, why they are who they are. Speaks about Cooper, James Worthy. These are people I knew about. You would see them on the Sportsnet, but you don't really know about them. But when you read this book, it gives you insight as to why the Lakers are the number one brand, the number one franchise in sports, period. It gives you insight on that. Because if you were born like me, I was born in '84, you have no clue about the generation before you. Jeff Pearlman, he gives you, he puts you up to date with everything. He lets you know what it was like to watch basketball during that era of Showtime. See, I was during the Kobe Shaq era, but this era is way more interesting. This type of stuff that they was doing back in the '70s, the Forum Club, that was notorious. They had celebrities after the game. Everybody go down to the Forum Club, and it was buck wild. Magic was the man. Magic never had a problem with drugs or anything like that, but he had other temptation, other vices. And we're talking about an incredible book. You gotta go. If you call yourself a Laker fan, pick up the Showtime book. All right, go read the Showtime book. This Jeff Pearlman, great job. I give this book a 9, a solid 9. It's a great book out of 10, a 9 out of 10. So I couldn't recommend this book any more than what I just did. And I'm telling you, go support that man. Go buy that book. Go read the salacious info that's in that book, because you will not believe some of the stuff that you will read. So I had to make a quick video. This is Eddie Starr. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.